beautiful creatures of the world, and welcome back to Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. It is a snowy day in the great north of Maine up along the Canadian border, and as a result, we are relegated to the car to do our video today because everybody's home. They're in, they're out, they're cooking lunch, the dogs are going crazy, and it's just so much easier to do the video in my second office. Don't feel bad for me. I have a vintage Pimp My Ride, so it's a pretty cushy ride that I have, and everything in the car is heated. If you own a vintage Pimp My Ride, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We are having some excitement here today. Country people have excitement. It's crappy out. It's not the nice snow, the big fluffy snow. It is a mix, so the roads are bad. The plows ain't coming by because there's a shortage in drivers. And I'm watching everybody fly by my house at 4,000 miles an hour and wondering which one's going off the road next. Every winter we have at least 3 people that go off the road, and they either end up in my ditch or they end up in the neighbor's field across the street. At least once every single winter, himself wakes me up at 5 o'clock in the morning and says, "Gear up, fool in the field, we got to go dig them out." And we trudge out there and we dig them out, and it usually happens in February. Or I'm calling the neighbor down the street and saying, "Can you bring your tractor up? Got a fool in my ditch, gotta pull him out." People think because they have these big rides, these big trucks, they throw them in 4-wheel drive, they go 4,000 miles an hour on streets that are crap, then they hit ice. And let me tell you, 4-wheel drive ain't gonna save you in the ice. When you hit that ice, you're gonna go. City people, quit letting these country people make memes about you guys not being able to drive in the bad weather. They can't drive in the bad weather either. There you go. We have a bit of a serious topic today. It's about chronic illness. For those of you who are my subscribers, I have 95 subscribers, but most of them are friends and family from across the country that I've bullied into subscribing to my channel. For the few of you who are not related to me, you guys, really, from the bottom of my heart, I absolutely thank you for being here, because you don't have to. At least with the family, they're all like, "Oh my God, she's just like on Rosemary. Oh my God." You know, but for you guys, I can just imagine what my life on video looks like. It's a train wreck all the time. But thank you so much for being here if you're not related to me. And I have not bullied you to subscribe to my channel. Because you're here because you want to be here. They're here because they got to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. It doesn't matter. Any attention is good attention on the platforms. It boosts me up in the algorithm. Please don't unsubscribe to my channel, because that would lower me on the algorithm. And that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get up in the ranks. If you leave a comment, that's interaction. Interaction means something on these platforms, and it boosts me higher in the ranking. If you leave a smart-ass comment, you will get a smart-ass answer, and that's just how it works around here. And for those of you who know me personally, you know that I have a chronic illness, and I've been sick since I was 14 years old. I'm not going to get into my chronic illness because it's none of your dang business. People think just because we creators put a portion of our lives on film, on video, and then upload it, that all of our life is open for public view and documentation, and it's not. 99.9% of my life, I live in private with my friends and family, and so my life off camera is so private that when we do family gatherings, people literally ask me if I want to be in pictures or I want to be filmed, and then if I sure, take a picture of me, it doesn't matter, film whatever I'm doing, because it's always fun around here. They call me later and they're like, "Can I upload this to the Facebook? Do you mind?" Because it's just, they know that even though I do this, I really do value my privacy quite a bit. So the nature of my illness is that my illness is chronic. It has infected some of my other organs. I've had surgeries when I was 18 years old. I can get several pretty nasty end game illnesses. I would not wish my illness on anybody, and the illnesses that can subsequently arise, I do not wish that on anybody else, because like I said, those are end game illnesses. When I was 18 years old, I was told I would probably only live till 40. That was my life expectancy. I am pleased to announce that in February, I will have 13 bonus years. Yes, I will. So, been living with it for a long time. Now, friends and family have called, they've texted, they can see that I have dark circles. I'm getting sallow, and I'm losing a lot of weight. I'm in remission, still there, still going, still kicking. Not time yet. God don't want me, and the devil got a restraining order. That's how it works around here. I live where the cold hurts my face, everybody. And I have to take a lot of vitamin supplements. This is as good as the sun gets. So as we move on in the winter, I always get sallow. It's not any complications. There's nothing wrong with the liver. Everybody's always trying to diagnose me on film and passing it around to the family members. Oh my God, she looks so bad. It's just that I have to take a lot of vitamin supplements. I'll start looking healthy again in April, when I'm outside underneath the sun and just getting a lot of good vitamin D and the color to my skin. And of course, the dyeing of the hair, we're going white, not because we have to, but because we want to. And because I'm just sick of the routine at the hairdresser, so y'all can quit yapping about that. Hair's not falling out. It's been bleach burned. It's just been bleach destroyed. So that's what's going on there. Now, as far as a few people who have mentioned my tagline, Carpe Diem, because no one promised you a tomorrow. And they've been mentioning that it's a little bit morbid. It might be, but it's the God's honest truth. You never know how long you got. Like I said, when I was 18, they told me I had probably until I was 40. I'm going to be 53. I could walk the back road tomorrow and get hit by a plow and it's over. So I don't put a lot of weight in that, in expiration dates. It's just not a thing. People want to know, one of the things people want to know from people with chronic illness is, do you dwell on it? And the answer is absolutely no. Most people who have chronic illness, big serious chronic illness, do not dwell on that chronic illness. When I am not in the mood, when I am doing really bad, my misery don't like company, so I am not on video. Living my life. Sometimes I'm not on video because I got a lot of shit to do all day long from sun up to sundown, so that's just a part of it. Some days the brain is there, some days it's not functioning at all. Those are the fun days. No, it's not something that I've lived my life worried about the end. I have not worried about expiring. I don't worry so much about what I'm not going to do in life. I worry about what I can do and how good I can do it, because I am also a perfectionist. So when I do something, I go at it hard. I've always lived life large. I've always lived life hard. Lived it to the fullest that I can. Every single day is packed with stuff to do. I do a lot of mind, body, and spirit. I live a very holistic life. I live very close to nature. I just treat my body right. I listen to the rhythm of my body, and we just kind of go from there and make it a day. There are people with chronic illness that are very depressed. They're very upset, and they can't stop thinking about what time they may lose. I don't know what time I may lose. Like I said, I can go on the back road tomorrow for a walk and get hit by a plow and expire. End game. So that's how I live my life. Nothing is set in stone. There is only one person, one being, one higher power that knows when it's going to happen. And it's not a doctor, and it's not me. I have been sort of an inspiration to a lot of people in my family, because I have taught them. I mean, they watched me go through it as a teenager, and all the ins and outs and hospitalizations, they were there. And I just tell people just to do what you want in life. Live the way you want to live in life. Don't continually look for people's approval. If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college. I've never wanted my kids to be a thing. I never wanted my kids to grow up and be doctors and lawyers or whatever would make me a social bearing. Oh, I did this and my son's a lawyer, and I did this and my daughter's a doctor. I never got into that. I always asked my kids, whenever they were doing something, whenever they wanted to do something, are you happy? Because that's all that matters in life. I spent a lot of time when my kids were little praying that I would make it till they turned 18. Now they're all in their 30s and I got grandbabies. So like I said, it's just how I handle my illness. It's how I live my life. I live it out loud. I will not be put in a closet. I will not do things because it's unapproved by other people. I really don't give a shit what other people think. They don't have my life. I don't have their life. They don't have my worries. I don't have their worries. It's just how it works. So I just kind of live. I live privately. I live on video. And the most important thing, I think, with living life in general, a motto, a philosophy, is, are you happy? Are you happy doing what you're doing? Are you happy with the way your life is? And if you aren't, change it. Change it and do what makes you happy, and don't worry about the opinions of others. I never worried about opinions. I don't care about opinions. Some days I'm on here, I'm fire. Other days I'm on here, and honestly, I mean, I can't even get 3 words out, but here I am. And as far as my tagline goes, that began... It's not only been a motto in my life, but it really began last year. Last Thanksgiving, Dad passed away suddenly. It was completely unexpected. And that's where it came from, because he always lived life large. That man lived life large. He lived life out loud, and he didn't give a damn what anybody thought. That's just how it is. Carpe diem. Seize your day, beautiful creatures, because no one promised you a tomorrow. Take care, be healthy, and happy holidays. Ciao.